Hello, what is up? So I thought I'd actually check out this game Directive 8020, and I've already had a look at it on the 5090 system, and my god, is path tracing probably a waste of time for the majority. Even on a 5090 at 3440 by 1440p, I was only getting 50 FPS with some drops to 48, and I just thought that was ridiculous really. Although I played a bit more and it did get better in other areas, but I really didn't expect that. I mean, my god, that sort of frame rate on the 5090 with path tracing, as good as it looks, I mean, when you compare it to Pragmata Resident Evil Requiem, it ran a lot better, and I don't see why this game should run it worse. I mean, there's more going on in other games, even Alan Wake 2. It doesn't run that bad. So that was disappointing, but then I thought I'd look at it on the 97XT, and I want to actually see if I can actually get path tracing on. Because I did notice on the 5090 you can actually turn off ray reconstruction. So I don't know, we'll have to see. So I'm just wondering if you can actually turn on path tracing and turn that off ray reconstruction. That's what I'm wondering. So I imagine it'll be in there anyway. So we're gonna place the files in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. So I've just got the latest OptiScaler actually, 9.1. So we just paste all that in. So it will be interesting. And by the way, there is already anyway FSR 4.1 in this game, so it uses it through the Adrenalin software for the 97XT 9000 series. So let's install this. Right, so do DXGI, and we're going to be using the DLSS. Right, so it seems similar to the previous OptiScaler builds. I'm going to put this on. But I do like super massive games. So it's a bit of a funny game to have it anyway, I think. So we'll see if it actually works with OptiScaler. Because it did crash on other games like Evanescence. Looks like I can't skip that part. In terms of the game, I like it. I always like these games. And the shaders. Right, so that should be alright. You never know with these games because sometimes I'll turn it down to 30 and it's still too loud. So the shaders are done. Right, so we have got DLSS. We locked out of that, but that would just crash it anyway. Right, so I want to see if I can get this on. So far so good. So I imagine this game wasn't really a priority for Nvidia, and that's why it probably runs like us with path tracing. So there's no path tracing, but you get the ray tracing, and you've got to restart it. That's right to do anyway. It doesn't look like you're gonna... I mean, I don't know if was ray tracing. I didn't actually check. Like, is available as an option for AMD, but I imagine it was because it's just path tracing, ain't that? I mean, I'll be honest. In this game, I would just not even use it because I know it runs like complete crap. Ray tracing and path tracing, and actually, when I first loaded the game up on the 5090, I thought it looked pretty good without it. So I don't think it's really worth it in this game, considering how badly it runs. But it was running pretty well without the... I was getting over 100 on the 5090 easily without this ray tracing on, and I didn't even try ray tracing, but I just put path tracing on because at this resolution, 1440p, it should run it fine. It shouldn't be like around 50 FPS. So I'll just start a new one, just show people a bit of the game because I haven't really done much anyway. This is a sort of game you can keep playing anyway. Make different choices.
My name is Laura Isley, second in command of the starship Cassiopeia. With Earth dying, we looked to the stars for a new home. Only one held promise, Tau Ceti F. Our objective? Survey the planet from orbit to prepare for the arrival of our sister ship, the colony vessel Andromeda.
Yeah, I did notice a
Humanity's
few
future
stars on the
depended on
5090.
us.
So, I mean, it's
Or
a
so
real
we
engine
thought.
game, so that's what happens usually. Yeah, another one. I do tend to get a couple anyway when I'm using OBS recording. Yeah, but in terms of the game, I'd say the story is quite good. I mean, it's intriguing enough for me to keep playing it. I've liked previous games like Man of Medan. I've always liked these games. The Quarry was another one I think they made, and that was pretty good. And Little Hope was another one. So I literally always enjoy it. Yeah, there's definitely some... I don't know if because I'm using this, I don't know if that's why actually. Might as well turn this off actually. Once we load in, because that could be causing these stutters. There's no need to use OptiScaler really, unless you want to try and get bar tracing. It doesn't look like it's going up. I mean, even now it's dropping to... it dropped to 60. Now, I think the graphics look pretty good. I mean, despite the performance, I would say they do look pretty good. I would have to say FSR 4.1 is looking nice and sharp.
Sims? Sims? What was that?
Carter!
Are you not remotely alarmed?
Not yet. Are you?
It sounded like a hull impact.
Chances are pretty low.
Low, but not zero.
It's a pretty
100
clean
says it's
looking
another
game as well,
Japanese
I'd say so far.
That was one time.
One time you are never going to live down.
I've not noticed any noise or anything.
Breach detected.
So we'll have to play a bit more of it,
okay.
see if there's any
Port
sort of corruption or
This
whatever.
deck. The whole area's been locked down and sealed.
Should we wake the others?
We're only 72 hours from orbit. Let's stick to procedure and take a look ourselves.
Should we consult the Oracle?
I'll just do the
You're right.
choices I've made.
It would be
Already.
smart to get further data before taking action.
Roundabout way of saying good idea, Sims, but I'll take
And
it.
this is what I like with these games. You get choices
Okay. Lead the way.
and you can literally change the outcome. Yeah, that is. I mean, definitely this game. I just think it's bad. It's definitely badly optimised. It's definitely ray tracing, and then if I turn that off, I've got to restart it. That was annoying me as well. We'll just play it with that. But what I want to do actually, is I just want to use the FSR from the actual Adrenalin drivers. So if I just go there, that might actually run a bit better. Just want to check. Alright, so it's going to have to restart now. I think it's bugged up, so we just have to use OptiScaler. So I think it's bugged out the files. But it definitely works anyway, through the Adrenalin drivers. So you won't have to muck about with OptiScaler for that. At least we're getting a 60 here, but again, this is... I think the performance should be better.
We're doing the right thing, right?
This is why we have emergency procedures. Consulting the Oracle is our best bet. She'll know what to do.
I feel like we should know what to do already. I can already feel Isley chastising us.
Hey, Isley designed
Yeah, there's a
everything
slight
on this
noise
ship,
towards the left of his
including
eye,
the
but it's
Oracle.
not terrible at all. I
It's
mean,
like we're talking
most
to
people
her.
wouldn't notice that.
Better watch what
So
we say
it's probably
then.
gonna be little things like that because it's like it goes. I mean, again, most people wouldn't worry about that because with path tracing it would look cleaner and array reconstruction, but then most
Come
people
on.
wouldn't care.
Let's move.
And as I said, I would probably, if I just had AMD like the 97 XT, I would be fine playing it like this because to me, FSR 4.1 does look good. It looks nice and sharp. If you're looking at image quality, I would say it's pretty much similar to DualSS. So I was using, obviously, the ray reconstruction.
Authorization failed.
So I'll probably would say it looks sharper
Login
on AMD
required.
because that does give you a bit more of a blur, but then
Carter, you need to log
it's
into your
not even
utility
worth
strap.
talking about because it is so close. So it's literally just the path tracing in this game. That is the biggest difference. So I've got to that bit.
Got it.
Let's get this door open.
Hang on. Let me just test
I've always
it's
liked the
working.
graphics on supermassive games. I'm not gonna lie. Like traditionally, they've always run like crap. A lot of them. I'll be honest. When I didn't even know there was path tracing in this game, and then as soon as I found out, I got excited. But then I thought quickly, I bet it runs like crap. But I didn't expect it to be that bad on the 5090. I really didn't. Fair enough at 4K if you're getting like 60 FPS or just over, but straight away it was like 50 FPS at this resolution. I thought, what are they doing?
Lockdown lifted.
King to C1.
Okay. Knight to E2. Check.
King to B1.
Knight follows. Check.
95 FPS today is. Yeah, it's running well enough, I suppose, with ray tracing, but you're gonna get. It's just certain areas, and that's what I found on the 5090. It would just take a complete nosedive with FPS
Good
in
evening,
certain
Carter.
areas.
Good evening, Oracle. I would like a full situation report.
A meteorite has penetrated my outer hull, puncturing through to the maintenance facilities on Deck 4. I have disabled systems across the ship to conserve power and isolate damage.
We'll make repairs. We can fix this. Right, Sims?
Ready and waiting.
Thank you. The breach requires manual repair to prevent further damage.
Is our mission at risk?
My life support systems are intact, but I advise a systems reboot to provide an accurate damage report.
Systems reboot. Wouldn't that make it harder for us to deal with the breach?
I don't know, Sims, but without a reboot, further damage could occur.
Yeah, this is why I went to reject.
Delay the reboot.
That's what I did.
Repairing the
on,
breach is our immediate
Nvidia
priority.
system.
One problem at a time.
Understood.
We'll see if that's the right choice as I play further into it. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's running well enough. So ray tracing seems to be running okay. Although I do think performances should be a lot better on both sides for AMD and Nvidia. Just do this bit.
The lights are out.
I hadn't noticed.
Must have been a power surge.
Definitely get these traversal starters on it. Anyway, so I did max it work. Yeah, literally everything turned that rubbish off. So I think that's it for me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.